One.
I don't think cheating should be a deciding factor to end a relationship. Hear me out. I know a lot of people are going to say, like, fuck, you cheat one time, I'm out. Cheating should not be the deciding factor. A young lady posted that cheating should not be a deciding factor of ending a relationship, especially if the relationship has 5, 10 plus years being together. I get it. I agree with it to a certain extent. Now, I understand, again, there's a lot of deciding factors, a bunch of different variables that you have to play, that you have to keep in mind. And we all know what those variables are that we're not gonna overlook and we're not gonna excuse. I get that. What is the deciding factor to me? What is the nail on the coffin where you say it's the lack of accountability? All that does and signal to your significant other is I don't value as much to hold myself accountable. It also gives them the permission to repeat the behavior. When you hold yourself accountable for doing something wrong, you're acknowledging your fault, but also you're telling the person that, listen, I want to work on me, I want to work on us, and let's fix it together. But to sit there and say, that never happened, I don't care, show me proof, and without that, it never happened. Where do you go from it never happened and then get the proof shown to you and say, well, okay, you got me. All right. So where do we go from here? You want to work it out or not? How do you recover from that? What will be the point now after showing them the proof? Then it just shows that they're a piece of shit. We already knew that. But what then? Where do you go from there? If that was me, you never valued me. My value was shit. Your value was shit. You got me, all right. Hey, what the fuck are we talking about? All right, you got me. You got me. Why couldn't you acknowledge it from the get-go and just say, all right, fuck it. I own my shit. Let's go get therapy. Let's go work the shit out. All right, it's on me. I don't want to live that life again. I don't want to keep repeating it again. So let's go do what we got to do to make this work. You got me. You really do got proof. No, we don't. What? We really got proof? All that just shows is that you was a real piece of shit. Let's be for real. People do piece of shit things. I get it.
Came home to this family, you were living a lie. How do you do that? I don't get it. I don't understand how you did that. Explain it to me. Do you know how many times you could have said no to that guy, Wendy? You could have said no the first drink that he bought you, right? You could have said no when he asked for your phone number, but you didn't. You could have said no the first goddamn motel room that you booked, or the first time he stuck his tongue down your throat, right? Or the first time he slapped your ass. Oh, you broke my heart, Wendy.
My deal breaker, I can say right now, would be infidelity. However,
However, I'm a believer, so it's all about what God tells me to do, and that's a hard one, because if God tell me you're gonna have to thug this out, which I don't think that He's gonna tell me that, but I don't know. But if He were to say that you're gonna have to thug this out, that's something I would have to sit back and surrender to Him. But in the moments that and I pray that I never have to go through that. I know the damage that infidelity does. That is my specialty, infidelity recovery. It breaks you down so bad. It breaks your esteem and the esteem of your relationship down as well. And it also attacks your relational integrity also. And when that wall is broken, there are so many other temptations that come in. And now we have this hidden resentment. Now we have this misplaced anger. And now we have the inability to even be able to see one another the way that we used to be able to care for one another. The intimacy now is gone. Now we're detached, we're disconnected. And so now that also opens up the temptation to leave and go find somebody else. It's just damaging, not just to you as well, but your family dynamic. Also, the people that you bring in, your social circle. So that would be my deal breaker, because it'd be too much for me to cope with. And I know exactly what my capacity is, but I can't cope with something where I have to sit here subconsciously. I am dealing with this every single day. Now I'm having panic attacks when I wake up. I'm having anxiety. I'm having these anticipatory thoughts. It's just too many things to try to process. And most people, when they are cheated on, they lose themselves in the process.
Let me walk you through the mind of a person who has decided to stay after discovering infidelity, after discovering that their partner is having an affair. This person now has to have superhuman strength. They have to now process emotions that they want to run from, trying to process hurt and betrayal and disappointment and frustration and disgust and resentment and anger and sadness. Just if you can think about that, that is exhausting to a person. And it feels like you are losing your mind. But they also have to see you, the person that they once saw as attractive, as beautiful, the person that they once believed would not hurt them. They have to see you in a more positive light when they are truly disgusted by you. They have to process the things that they cannot process, the whens, the wheres, the whys, the hows, all of those questions that they know that they would probably never get the answers to. Now they have a developed fear of you possibly doing this again. What if you go back to this person? And when you're the person who has cheated, before you come in saying, I want you to heal, you need to forgive me, you decided to stay. You knew what you were signing up for. Before you say that, realize how distorted their reality is now. Realize how much it's going to take for them to truly forgive you and to truly move forward. That's not something that's going to happen in a day or a week. And you honestly don't have the right to really put a time period on it. Because if that's the case, then you made a choice as well. When you cheat, you hide it for a reason, because you know when your partner finds out about it, it's going to hurt them. It's going to destroy them. You are not going to have the same person that you had before. So before you come in making these unrealistic demands, and before you start being unreasonable, realize that you have possibly destroyed that person. That person can't eat, they can't sleep, they can barely navigate life, they can't get work done. They're constantly worrying about what it is that you're doing. There's no true resolve. Their mind just keeps going. Love and history is one of the biggest blinders. And that's why most people stay in relationships to begin with. So think about that.
Hello, good evening. My name is Zadok Adele, and you're welcome to Unspoken, the podcast. Last week, we spoke about meekness, in relationship. And it felt, the discussion we had, there were some points that did come up. But this week, from the videos you've watched, we're talking about infidelity. Is infidelity a deal breaker in relationships? And from those clips, I'm able to glean certain things, because you see, for you to love someone, for you to be loved by someone, it takes a whole lot for them to do that. Out of so many people, they chose you. It's not like you're the brightest. Probably you are not the richest. Probably you are not even the best fit, but they chose you, right? And you decide to have a life together. And you know how it will feel, how it is going to break them to find out that you do what you do. Now, it's in the content, the way you make them feel that they are not enough or what they could have done better. There's a whole lot that can be explored in this. But I don't come alone, I come with a crew. I'll let them do the introductions.
My name remains Ndoka Chukwuma. Thanks once again for bringing me on.
Welcome, sir.
My name is Tejiri Joanna Tialube, and I'm happy to be here again.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So, TJ, your reaction to those videos?
Which of the videos now? Which of them? Okay, for me, I think I can't speak for every female. Okay, but I could only speak for myself and maybe a large percentage of the modern female that we have now.
Well, we can start with that video where the man was talking to his wife, who had just cheated on him.
It's before I used to say that though a larger percentage of men still, cheat now, but it cuts across genders. Okay, it is no longer gender specific like it used to be before, and now women are revolting and saying what is good for the
Goose is good for the gander.
As a Christian, I don't believe that, but I don't also support that. But again, you can't tell people how to react to pain. So definitely they will lash out. And then now that the shoe is shifting to the other side, we have some people trying to cry at what they have started dishing out for
some
ages.
school of thought will tell you men are polygamous in nature,
Women now are learning to be polygamous because that enjoyment that the polygamous nature of men are enjoying, they too want to enjoy it. So why are the men crying? In fact, some of them will even go as far as saying men cheat without emotions.
Yeah,
they can
it's
cheat
just
and
casual
come
sex.
back. Casual sex. Women now are now learning to do it like that too. Like this recent one, she was married to Frank and was having a chike by the side, and she still wants Frank as husband. Why was Frank crying? Why was he crying? You see, they are learning to move like the men instead of the men to hold their hands and teach them very well. Okay, this is how you do so that you will not get emotionally attached to your chike. You teach them to do it well.
Did you see the messages she was sending to the side guy?
Yes.
The voice notes.
Didn't you see? So
No man would listen to those and not lose his senses.
But men send worse to their own side chicks. In fact, this woman only has one chike, one side
that we know
cock. And you guys are just crying and crying
that
now. You will
we
not
know.
allow us to rest. But he had, in fact, when she sent him a message on WhatsApp that I saw, he told her cry more. I saw the chat. He said cry. She sent him, evidence of cheating, that she saw him cheating on her and everything. He replied, cry more. You are just starting. So why is the person who said cry more when he was cheating crying now that she is also cheating?
No.
Anyway, we are not justifying any side. Okay, well, we're just saying that infidelity, regardless of the gender, is not good. Infidelity, regardless of the gender, is not good at all. There is no justification for infidelity. Now, some people who grew up without love, they do not know what love is, could have the capacity to tolerate infidelity because they grew up in an environment that they were told that all men cheat. If as long as he's providing for you in the house,
He's taking care of the
taking
children,
care of
he's doing
you.
the needful.
So those kind of women can have capacity. I say as long as he's coming home, it
comes back to every night.
It is not to me. As long as it goes back home to them.
He's providing, he goes back home, the children are
Now, the
catered
problem
for,
with
your needs are
providing
met.
now is that if it is the woman that is providing, are we saying it is okay for her to cheat?
Okay.
You see, all these things are just justification to continue to explore lack of self-control. That's it. Because if we say that men are justified to cheat or that it is in their nature to cheat, it is wrong. Okay, now we are all human beings. We are governed by biological impulses.
Yes.
Okay. For example, sex is not the only biological impulse that we have. We have anger.
Anger is there.
we have hunger. Okay, let's just take
Pain.
the two. We have others, but let's go with the two. If you are hungry, I'll start with you, sir.
Yeah.
If you are hungry and you want to eat, and then you are going on the road, you checked your wallet, you forgot your wallet at home. You wanted to buy Coke and you forgot your wallet, and you did not have money on your phone to transfer, and you have to get home first to be able to eat. And then just as you were going, you now saw one half-eaten egg buns on a dustbin. You are hungry, very hungry. Will you pick it?
No.
You will not pick it.
Of course.
Why? Is it not food?
It's food.
Why won't you pick it?
Because I shouldn't be governed by my appetite.
Why? Why?
No,
That
well,
one is
I
food.
I don't believe that.
No, just
coming.
this example. though. Just
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
focus on this
Yeah,
example.
that's No, I don't believe that men are wired, to be polygamous. I don't believe. that.
No, sir. Let's not go into that one first. That egg buns on the dustbin. Why will you not eat it?
Because it's dirty.
It's dirty. Thank you, sir. I'll come to you. Anger. You were coming into the church, and then your pastor was late, and he was trying to park to meet. So where you wanted to park, he just came from the back, double crossed you, parked there, and then he brushed maybe the front of your car, and then he comes down and says, "Oh, Brosy, how are you doing? Good morning." Are you going to say, "Ewa, orinyo pesha?" And you are broke. You know that brushing is going to cost you money.
I'll apply restraint.
You apply restraint.
Because
We are saying that men can control these impulses.
Yeah.
You understand? Men, we have impulses.
but we have different degrees of control.
We have different degrees of control, but control is control. You can control these impulses. There is no, okay, for example, if it is the president that brushes your car, what kind of degree of control do you want to have there?
President brush my car.
Absolute control.
And I have insurance. They will pay.
Would they even stop?
Social media.
If they won't even listen to you. If you're not careful, they will pick you up like Justice Crack was picked up. Yeah, Justice Crack was very lucky that he had a lot of activists on his team. If not, I don't want to say anything.
Another person was picked up for calling out bad roads in a particular state, and then the next thing, bam, they accused him of rape and they picked him up. It gets bad from there. It gets bad that people, such things are wielded as weapons, because now when there are cases of real rape, now people cannot even decipher: is this a political move? Is this somebody coming at me for what has been said, or because I'm just speaking out the truth?
So let us not digress. What we are saying is that when you see situations that will threaten your safety, you will exercise restraint and control. Sure. So when you see a situation as a man that threatens the safety of your family, why are we not, or not a man, both women too,
Yes.
why are we not exercising restraint? Why should I jeopardize the safety of my family for 5 minutes sex? The longest sex, we call it 1 hour. So why should you now give into that impulse? So for some people who come to preach and say that should infidelity be a deal breaker, there was a song I was listening to before coming, that TMO, know your strength and know your weakness. Don't follow what people are saying to say infidelity should not be my deal breaker. The pain that infidelity brings, they have much. 1, lack of trust for the family, immediate family.
Yeah.
2, STIs.
Yes.
3, spiritual implication. The one outside, side chick may want to kill the one inside.
Yep.
If the man is the loving type that spends money, may want to destroy the children. You know, we're in this society, we hear a lot of things, you understand? So the pains that come with infidelity, they are too much to want to, give into. However, for the men who choose to believe that it is their nature to cheat,
For nature of men to be polygamous,
I pray that they also meet women too who are polygamous in nature. let them not come for the good ones, so that thunder from Sambisa will not fire them.
In fact,
Is this safe to talk on air?
I don't know how they got that from. That is the nature of man, to be polygamous. There is this rhetoric that
maybe from the animal kingdom.
stupidity.
The lion.
Yes, that's what.
The lion
That's
has lionesses.
that's where I'm coming to. They said a man can impregnate 10 ladies in a day, and then you can look at the animals, blah 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 blah. But like what she said, do I now say because I can impregnate 10 ladies, in one night, therefore I should go ahead satisfying my impulse, okay? For instance, if a goat could eat anywhere, like she said, can enter neighbor's house and then eat whatever he could see there. So as a man too, I should jump into anywhere, satisfy myself, whether...
But what if it makes you happy?
Yeah, you don't... That's the point. You don't satisfy, you don't try to get whatever that makes you happy at the expense of your life. It could also kill you.
But you only live once.
Now, there is a case.
Once.
There is a case.
When you live,
Do you know what?
Pay attention to the quality of that living.
This Yoruba something they call the mag.
Mago.
Good.
Thunderbolt.
Yeah, thunderbolt. You try to satisfy yourself, and the person got. So.
In fact, the interesting thing now, sir. Now that the married women now too are saying they want to cheat.
Yeah.
The men are angry and crying, but there are also some sick men amongst them who feel that married women are the most attractive to them.
Actually, there are classes of people who like older women.
Not just older women.
Some like older women, some like married women. I've been in a place where somebody said...
I'm not saying...
it's a form of perversion. No.
I'm not saying single guy to a married woman. No.
Yeah, a married man to married women.
Married man to married women.
Yeah, because it feels most of them have their guards down. Probably, especially if you are going through a rough patch in their relationship, and then no strings attached. They're in their homes. It's just they meet up and.
So why are the men now raining curses on them?
I
don't know the same thing. Isn't that the same thing?
I don't know.
Isn't that the same thing?
I don't know.
See, any form of perversion we allow, we justify, a worse form of that perversion will thrive.
Yeah. Some say it's.
But for some, it's for some they will tell you it's cultural because back then men had a whole lot of women who had children, and it was seen as a cultural symbol.
How did that help us?
What is a culture? Symbol. A culture is a way of life people felt comfortable with, and it becomes their norms. Now, in my culture, if a child grew out the upper teeth first, the child is an evil child and will be thrown into an evil forest, eaten up by beasts. If you have twins, is an evil, you will be thrown into. So that's our culture. Why don't we still keep it? Because you could see that it's rubbish. Yeah. So if you say that, it's our culture to be polygamous, and now you see that is the worst thing that has happened to the black man.
Religion.
Because
religion
it's not just
religion also supports this. Abraham had how many of them?
Now, listen. I am
Abraham
coming.
Had
hold on.
One wife.
No. Hold on.
It was until after Sarah died.
No.
When Sarah was alive, Sarah herself rather, due to the condition of the barrenness then, asked him to go into a garden. We know
it's not even that. No, hold on. Exactly. Now,
don't we know what is causing us today?
Hold on. Now,
let's not go into it.
No.
When you talk about
religion,
Jacob's name was changed. He's one of the blessed people.
Yeah.
You see the number?
Yeah. Now, listen to this. Christ said, in the beginning, He created them male and female. A man and a woman.
And females.
That is the order. Now, because of our weaknesses, He accommodated us, but at the point in time, He is not telling us, no, I'm going to give you grace to live as I created you to do the things I want you to do. Now, that grace is available. The Bible said that the grace of God that brings salvation has appeared to all men. But now, if I now refuse that grace, let's look at this view
could just probably be because of your office.
No,
you brought up the reference to Abraham,
okay,
and he's giving you
let's
an
look at this.
And also,
listen, let me tell you. Let's remove the Bible. Look at polygamy and you will see the havoc it has done to us.
This wasn't managed properly.
There is no way you can love. There is no way you can. There's no success story. Now, a man cannot love two women the same way. And if you say that men are wired to be polygamous, women are wired to be jealous. They can't look at their husband.
They're wired to be jealous. That's why they need competition to bring out the best in them. You know. But you know, we were exploring.
Competition bring the best or make them more jealous?
Not jealous. To bring out the best in them, there will be more competition. And with more competition, the husband enjoys better.
Okay, let's go.
But we'll go in on the break and then we'll come back. We'll explore this.
Men are incapable of being faithful to a woman when they're broke. I said that. I did. It's true. He's going to always feel like another man can swoop in and take you away from him. Another man can offer you things that he can't. And those are men's insecurities. Which is valid. It makes sense. Because the majority of women are going to take advantage of a man who's trying to build and then leave him scarred and traumatized. But a lot of men are taught this from their mothers. But that's another story for another day.
For me, cheating is not a deal breaker. Like I always say it here, my father had 27 wives. My mother didn't go. I'm not saying she was happy, but she didn't leave. And it's not that my man will cheat and I will say, oh, myself, I'm going to cheat my own. If it comes to that, let me just be going.
Yeah.
You know? So it's very difficult for me. It's what is your own deal breaker? Everybody has their... My own deal breaker is if I find out that my own partner is sleeping with another man. That's my deal breaker. I will run. They won't even beg me. I will be...
That's cheating now.
But cheating get cheating. You know, cheating different. A woman, cheating with a woman, I can...
Never been the type of woman who worries about another woman taking my man. If someone can take him from me, then honestly, she can keep him. Because when I'm in a relationship, I'm not afraid of competition. Let the most beautiful, confident woman in the room try if she wants. Go ahead. And if he chooses her, then wrap him up nicely and take him home. Because a man who truly belongs in my life cannot be stolen. I refuse to live in anxiety. I'm not checking his phone, counting his followers, or questioning every woman he talks to. My focus isn't on what other women do. My focus is on what my man chooses to do. Another woman never made a promise to me. He did. And I'm not interested in controlling someone. I'm interested in their character. Who are you when I'm not around? How do you move when no one is watching? How do you act when temptation is right in front of you? Because loyalty isn't tested when everything is easy. Loyalty is proven when you have choices. If someone can pull you away, then you are never truly committed. You are just comfortable. And I would rather lose you in a single day than spend months losing myself trying to earn something that should come naturally. So no, I don't fear other women. I trust myself. And more than anything, I trust the truth. If you leave, it simply means you were never meant to stay. Because the man who is truly meant for me is not a man who can be taken.
Can you claim that you are a married person and then you cannot boldly display that you are married? For example, you claim you are married, you cannot use your ring. You claim you are married, your spouse cannot answer your phone call on your behalf. You claim you are married, you are locking your phone with password so that your spouse cannot even have access to your phones. I mean, your loyalty is being tested. If you must enjoy marriage, you must know that you must be fully devoted to your spouse. You go to work and you have secret admirers over there. You have emotional ties to other people, yet you call yourself a married person. You are coming home after the close of work. You are not excited to meet your spouse. Why? because you are already having feelings for another person, and that person, you are already thinking of that person in your heart. These are the little things that is destroying your marriage, that is removing the joy from that marriage. If you must enjoy joy in that marriage, I charge you this day that you must be fully devoted to that marriage. You must be fully devoted to that your spouse. You must be proud of that your spouse. You must be willing to go to anywhere with that your spouse without being ashamed of your spouse. Because to enjoy that blissful marriage, that undivided loyalty is very, very key. My brothers and sisters, share this video with other married people to help their marriage to thrive, and follow me for more tips.
Welcome back. So, as we're saying, Pastor, see, I am devoted to my wife. I love my wife. She's the center of my world. We have loved the children. But this is the thing. After my wife has, she used to aspire to meet up with my needs when we were much younger. Now we have kids. She's always tired.
You have to state it.
Now. She's always tired. Every time I say, let us do this thing now. Let us, she said, I am tired. Is it food? Is it that? I just, my body needs this. You see, there are certain school of thoughts that says now that men should ejaculate 21 times a month. How am I going to cope when I'm saying, let us do this? If you are not having headache today, you're having tummy ache tomorrow, you are tiredness tomorrow, and before we know now, you say you are on your period, it takes another 5 days out of the equation. How am I supposed to cope? Maybe that's the reason why I outsource this, that, okay, since you are tired, let there be somebody that, when you are tired, that person that is helping you. I'm not going to ruffle any feathers. I'm not going to displace you. You are the center of my world. But
when you are broke too, and you cannot give me money, I can outsource it to one Baba Alaye. But Pastor, please answer first.
Good. Now, I want to state categorically, I want to say emphatically that there is no reason for being unfaithful. There is no reason. Now, whether you say that
they said if you don't do that 21 times, at the risk of prostrate.
Forget about those.
These are studies that have been carried out.
The same science also said that breakfast is the most important meal.
Yeah.
But that was one programming they did to bring obese people. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I know. I'm coming to that.
There are so many things that these people have done that have become a problem in the society. Now, the pharmaceutical industry, they are making money off obese people. We have people with diabetes, sugar level, high blood pressure. These sicknesses do not have cures, but they have what? Maintenance. Converting into billions of naira for pharmaceutical company. Of course, these people telling you, they are also the ones producing drugs for STIs. Are they not the one? And most of these STIs do not have cure. Do they really?
That's why there's protection.
What I want to say is this.
I understand from my point of view.
Let me help you now. Okay, what if the man is impotent or due to diabetes, he can't even have erection? Should she also go out? Because I have a case where someone, a young man, then I think he was in his early 50s, and then due to diabetes, he lost it. But the wife stood by him, okay? No, there are so many reasons, but then are they genuine? No. I'm coming. Now, let me answer yours first, whoever that is listening. Now, when children begin to come in, definitely the woman will have a lot to deal with, and you should understand. Okay, I'm coming.
As a man, I'm also having a lot to deal with.
You're having a lot.
I'm having a lot to deal with. I have to provide for these people.
This is what I'm saying now.
Are you the one providing a loan? Is she not also providing?
No. I'm coming.
She's doing her own gifts also.
Even if I'm coming. Once,
do you assist her with the home chores? Or is there a solution?
I do what I can.
Listen, you do what you can. Listen now.
And times where I cannot do it, we outsource to someone.
Now, let me tell you, okay? Besides, except where you have issues on ground, okay? If there is no issue on ground, no matter how tired she may be,
she has to give it to me.
I'm coming. It will not be as she used to give you when there were not, so
does she has a genuine reason not to match up with my energy again? I want...
Yes, because there are responsibilities on ground.
Pastor, if as a
and
man,
besides,
you cannot get your wife to that level,
I'm even coming to this point.
There is something wrong.
And besides, when you're talking about releasing, it doesn't have to, it must not be through sex. It can help you so many other ways to release. Yes.
Depending, but some religious people will tell you, you cannot, there's all this filatio and co, they don't want it. The mouth I used to, how will I?
I am telling you that there are so many ways he will help you. With hand or with whatever. Now, listen.
No, that would not, no, we don't want, we want the real thing. I want the real deal.
Yes. I'm not saying that it must always be that way. I mean, when she can't give it to you.
Why can't she give it to me?
When she can't give you the direct, yeah. Now, listen to me now. Listen to me now. Except I want to deceive myself. As we are growing, responsibilities are coming up. The things I used to do, there is no way I will match. Okay, what if you are the one declining? Your strength is not matching up hers. Do I say she should go out? So this is what we should all consider.
When a gender is being unreasonable, they forget that it could easily switch to the other gender.
Yes.
I read a story on Instagram 2 days ago. I was going to send it to you 2 days ago. What's the story? This man sent a message to this coach, this relationship coach, and said that they should please beg his wife. Both of them are outside the country. That they should please beg his wife that she moved out of the house. She said she wanted time, but he now discovered now, and that the children have also confirmed it, that she's with another man now. That he should please beg her to come back. Did you see the story?
No,
I'll send it to you. And then the man now wrote his response that, Oga. No, the man now said that he knows that the reason she is no longer coming is because he's no longer fertile, does not have erection again. So the relationship coach now said that they've been married for 29 years or 24 years. The relationship coach now said, Oga, you are lying. When you were fertile, were you really with this woman? Anyway, send us the woman's contact. We are going to contact the woman. And when they contacted the woman, truly, she said that the man denied her sex and was going with back-to-back side chicks. He would leave the house sometimes a month, he won't come. Then he will come, he will not touch her. That she endured that for 10 years. But now all her children are grown. The last born has graduated. And so now she told him she wants a divorce, that she too she wants to enjoy life. Now he now came about 4 or 5 years ago. Now said that she cannot stay with that even when he was very agile, she did not see, she did not enjoy it.
See,
so now he's begging now, she's refusing.
I also have.
Why would she do that? So somebody she has kids.
I have a case that's similar to this. Okay, so this lady was talking about her brother.
Is there.
Blah 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 blah. And I now said, I happen to know them. I said, look, what your brother did to his wife, it will take the grace of God for her to stay with him now. Because when you are doing something to someone because the person doesn't have means or doesn't have power, okay? And now the person has gotten, and is working, she's on her own, and she has gotten whatever, and now your own, you are, coming down. She won't stay. So now listen to me, what I'm trying to tell people out there. Your commitment, how you love your spouse at the early stage of your life will determine how your spouse will stay with you if anything happens. There is no good reason for one to go.
Should it not be unconditional? All the things I'm just saying is that it's the same love that I have for her that is making me outsource some of these things. That babes, because see, the things have changed. Now men do not marry much as before, but there are the side chicks by the side.
The women are now saying that they don't want to tolerate that, and they are choosing to move out, or they are choosing to also cheat as you are cheating.
But if you leave, you will also become side chick to somebody else.
They love it.
Why do you want to be side chick to somebody else? When you can be the main footballer, you can be the main star.
And the thing is that the main one in the house is often neglected.
Yeah.
Emotionally abused.
Yes.
And so why should I be emotionally abused as a wife when I can enjoy the luxury of being a side chick? Is that the society we want for ourselves?
It's not like
now
that.
when you guys are old, have you guys thought of it now that how many side chicks have stood by their men in old age?
There are some that come back.
Never.
There are some.
Let's my research.
Let's go on a quick break and we'll continue when we get back.
Like emphatically 1000% yes, it's a deal breaker a few years ago. But that answer changed even before meeting him. I just started to see relationships differently. And I personally think I would be more upset about someone lying to me about cheating than cheating itself. Like, I think the cheating is hurtful. And then are they in love with the person they cheated with?
Does that make it worse?
Yeah, like I think that changes things as well.
What if I cheated and I was in love?
Yeah, I don't know. My question is not so much like the pain of you cheating, but how do I know you won't cheat again? I think that's the negotiation people are making when they decide.
That's what I've noticed with cheating. It's usually a security thing. It's like either you've broken the security, and how can you like strengthen the security moving forward?
Like trust, you mean?
Trust, yeah. But it's security. I look at trust as security as well. For me, if you've cheated and then I found out, I don't know. I don't think that would be a deal breaker. I think a deal breaker is like, for me, I'm a very, like, I don't want to say spiritual, but like I'm very strong on values. That's what I'll say. And so it depends on how you react to like me finding out. Like if I found out that you cheated and then I said, hey, what happened? What's going on? And then you say something like, I just had a moment. Then I'm like, okay, well, are you now in a position where you want to like rectify that? Like, to me, it's not about saying, oh, I'm sorry, because anyone can say I'm sorry. But it's about like, what is now your heart posture? Because that lets me know what your value is. And if you have strong values, then I'm like, yeah, I can understand. And maybe, there's something that we can do and work towards together, so it doesn't happen.
Men who cheat are usually coming from parents who were not emotionally or physically present. The father may have also cheated as well. He was not around. The mother as well. The mother was not emotionally available. She could not share her love, her touch, her unconditional love and compassion with this child. There is a high chance that they carry people-pleasing tendencies. They are afraid of losing the partner, and they are scared of speaking their own needs, their own truths. They have low confidence when it comes to relationship. They're willing to do anything but loving themselves, having integrity and honor for themselves. There is so much room for healing here.
Men don't cheat because they found someone better. They cheat where it's easy, where there's low standards, where there's no accountability. So stop questioning your worth like the other woman won something. She didn't. She just cost him less. And there's a difference between being a woman who cost a man something to be with and a woman who let him slide into her DMs, 11 p.m., no plan, no respect, no consequences. The cheating woman ain't the prize. She's the clearance rack. She didn't beat you. She just had no standard for him to climb over. That doesn't make you less. That makes him cheat. And cheat men always run to where the bar is lowest because that's the only place they can afford to be a man. A man who can pull up on a woman with no requirements has told you everything you need to know about what he's willing to settle for. The right move ain't to compete with her. The right move is to raise the price of admission to your life so high that men like him can't even afford the audition.
Welcome back. So, you want to react to the video, sir?
Yeah. I want to say that men who cheat actually go to a cheap, what they can get easily, because they don't want to be accountable, they don't want to take responsibility for what will follow suit. But in the end, they will still find themselves having that problem, because if a child comes, out of that relationship, their home is gone. Okay? So what I want to say is that there is no reason, no good reason.
My partner should be able to accept the child. I made a mistake. Probably were the ones who pushed me out.
That's the problem. Why would you say your partner should be able to accept
What if, no.
Why would you control my reaction to your infidelity?
Excuse me.
You shouldn't.
What if she too makes...
I choose to walk away.
No, what if she too makes the same mistake?
Would you accept the child?
What if she makes the same
I wasn't
mistake?
the one denying her. She was the one denying me of her body.
It doesn't matter. If she brings
if
in a baby
we should,
from
like
another
what
man.
she said concerning the couple that, if we want to begin to dig into it, you may discover that there is an area you are denying her that made her to deny you in this area.
Should she even deny me or in this area at all in the first place?
No, she's not supposed to deny you, but I'm telling you.
No one is supposed to deny the other.
We are to be matured. We are to be grown. Even if...
But infidelity is not the solution.
Yeah.
But when I say, okay, and you tell me, is it food? You see every time.
You have, that's what I'm saying. You have to resolve it. There has to be a solution to it.
I quite agree that there are people that are difficult, okay? But
what if I've tried over time? I've tried.
You've tried. I have a solution, but we may not like it. So.
What's the solution?
No, we may not like it. Let's.
No. You've not tried enough. You can go for counseling.
For how long is? How long would you say is enough?
You can go for counseling. Okay, and in this part of the world,
counselors even experienced it
in this part of the world, we don't usually, do that. Because, they say,
I might even have more experience than the counselors themselves.
What?
I might even have more experience than the counselors
themselves. You can never be more experienced than the counselor because some of them have been in that business for over 50 years. And
my situation is a unique one.
They've handled such, if you will believe me.
All right. So you wanted to offer a solution. We're listening.
My solution is not for the public. But anyway, there is no justification for cheating.
Yeah.
You might find yourself, one or two and all of that. There is no justification for inflicting pain on the other partner. Okay? If you know at the end of the day that this marriage is not going to work, my solution is walk out.
Just take your leave.
Take your leave instead of cheating in the marriage. Instead of inflicting pain on your spouse and on the children. So bringing up dysfunctional children who will believe that cheating is a way of life. I don't want to say too much.
So if you believe it's more respectable to just up and leave. What happened to trying to work things out?
The one who is cheating, did he think of working things out?
At that point, he responded to impulses.
Working out is also my own impulse for my mental health.
All right. Your concluding thoughts?
Yeah, my concluding thought, is this: men are not wired for polygamy. We have to restrain ourselves. We have to be responsible, okay? And women also should also be responsible. We should not do tit for tat. When there is problem, we should talk about it. We should go for counseling.
Expand that responsibility. When you say they should be responsible, they should match up.
Yes. Now, what if the other person doesn't have what it takes to match up? What will happen? Like I told you, the incident where a man lost his, can't even erect because of diabetes. But this case, the lady stood and worked it out. In fact, I have two cases. By the grace of God, as a pastor, I've been able to, so we should be disciplined. We should, work out our differences and,
All right. It's been a wonderful session. I'm sure we're going to be exploring more on this topic. I believe there's still more we need to talk about. But we come your way next week. Have a wonderful evening.